Hi everyone, so today I want to talk about a bit of makeup that I got from Primark over the weekend and that I was very excited about. So it's one of the new glitter palettes. It looks like this and it's called Glitter Obsessed and it looks so pretty, doesn't it? It looks really nice. So you get 14, 28 eyeshadows in this bad boy and it costs a whopping £4. That's amazing. Now if you've ever tried to buy glitter kind of eyeshadows before, they are pretty pricey, to be fair. I mean, the best kind of prices you get for a lot of them are about £5 each. So when I saw this, I snapped this up as I wanted to give it a bash. Now I do find Primark makeup, it's total hit or miss. It's either really good or it's really bad. So there's generally kind of no middle ground with it, but I thought £4, let's just see what on earth actually happens with it. So I have been wearing it all day. So the makeup that I've got on now, I put on about 6:30 this morning just before I went to work, and it's about, what time is it? 23:30 just now. So this has been on for a good while, a really pretty long time, to be fair. So I'll close my eyes so you can actually have a little look at it. Unfortunately, if I get closer to the camera it doesn't autofocus, so hopefully you'll be able to see what it actually looks like. So I did on my eyes, I kind of prepped them with this bad boy. So that's the colour 24 Hour Creamy Mattes by Maybelline, and then I put on some of my favourite eyeshadows underneath them. So I put on my Inglot eyeshadows. I'll open it up so you can kind of see what the colours are like on them. But these eyeshadows are amazing. Honestly, I've tried loads and loads and I've never found anything better than these eyeshadows. So I put on the kind of the pinky colours and the lighter colours on kind of the inner corner of my eye. Now, when I put these glitter ones on, they did destroy my makeup underneath, unfortunately, pretty much. So I've only used, oh shit, I just put a finger in one up there. Whoops! I used this one here, and I kind of put it from about midline of my eye in towards the inner crease of my eye. And like I say, it took out all of my makeup. It was pretty easy to actually pick it up. You know, they come in like a gel, kind of look like that. Can't really see that on the camera, I don't think, very well. But yeah, they're easy to pick up. I would say that when you look at it initially you think, geez, these are like super pigmented. But actually when you apply them, the glitter isn't as bold as you'd expect it to be. It's not really compacted, like there's not loads and loads of glitter next to one another. You put it on and it's a little bit kind of streaky. You can't really see that well. And I put it on a really awkward bit of my arm for actually showing you. So I'll do some more finger swatches later. And also when you actually look at them, so yeah, they're not mixed particularly well, with some of them especially. You know, this beautiful looking pink up the top here, when you actually look at that up close, and I mean you can see it on the camera there actually, it's pretty patchy. So there's big chunks of glitter and then there's just huge chunks of the actual mixing material, you know, the thing that's binding them all together. You can just see these kind of big empty sections, to be fair. But you know, there's a good colour range there. I think for the price you pay for it, it's pretty decent. So I'll put a little bit on my eyes now so you can see what happens. I mean, to be fair, after a full day's wear, there's not much of these left on my eyes. But it does have some good points as well, you know. They totally did not drop at all. If you've ever used, you know, glitter in little pots, you'll know the struggle is real. It all falls, you end up with a lot of glitter underneath if you don't prime your eyes and use a glitter glue and all kinds of things, holding spray just to try and, or fixing spray, whatever you want to call it, just to try and get everything to actually settle in. So they're really easy to use in that way. So I'll just put a little bit on of the one that I used earlier. And actually I applied it with a brush earlier, but I'll apply it with my finger now. So you'll see that's from me rubbing it in there a good few times round. We'll just put a little bit more on. it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's certainly, if you're wanting to do like a really beautiful glitter look, I don't think these are really the option for it. If you want like a really intense glitter, it's not an option for it. But if you want just, you know, to play around and have a bit of fun, then yeah, why not? There you go. So they don't settle massively in the crease either. I found that this eye, I don't know, it settled a lot more in the crease, and this eye not at all. So I don't know if it was just the way that I put them on or what the heck was going on with them. But I'll do some finger swatches in a second and show you. But I'll also just show you again. So that's me used this one once more. And hopefully you can see with that basically it's really not got a huge amount of glitter left in it now that I have used it. There's this big bald spot in the middle, so it definitely looks like there's loads of glitter on top, so it makes you think, Jesus Christ, look at these, I love them, they're so glitter infused, there's loads of glitter in there. But when you actually try and get the product off, not the case. It's definitely not as much in there as you think there's going to be, and like I say, the concentration is not the same, but hey ho, we'll do some swatches of these bad boys so you can see. So I'm literally just going to do the row by row on here. Oh, why have I made this so awkward for myself? There we go, that's the next row down. They're quite, some of them are like really pretty difficult to see. And then you get others of them that are mega pigmented, like this beautiful colour here. And this kind of pinky one down the bottom as well. You know, they're like really pigmented. I mean, everything's quite chunky. Some of it definitely does not blend very well at all. But let's wipe this off and we'll put some more on. The third row. And that's what the final row looks like. So I'll show you the palette now that I've kind of swatched it all, and it does look not that nice now, which is a shame. So you can see how much of the colours have now disappeared from it, which is a shame. Like I say, there's loads of pigment on the top of them, but once you actually punch through that, there's not very much on here. So, I mean, if you take something like the Glam crystals from Collection 2000, you know, I don't think these are very expensive. Like, to be fair, they're probably the price of this entire palette, like £3 or £4, but this palette, I would never wear that on my eyes, no way. I don't think it gives a great overall look. Maybe if you want to go for something a bit more subdued with glitter, but I think if you're wearing glitter, why the hell would you want to go subdued, you know? Glitter is all in, you know, it's balls deep, yeah? But something like the Glam crystals, it just holds up so much better, it's easier to work with as well. Or if you really want to kind of treat yourself, something like the Urban Decay, like these things are amazing, much more expensive price point. I think they're about £14, £16, something like that. But yeah, I think those are much better value for money. So I think if you've got kids or something like that, you know, I think that'd be great for kids. But I think if you're like really into makeup in any kind of shape or form, I don't think it's a good product. I really don't. I don't regret my £4 for it because, you know, it looks nice. I'll chuck it somewhere and kind of look at it, and, you know, looking at the glitter makes me happy, so that's alright. But overall, I definitely think it's a fail. I would not be wasting my money on it if I were you guys. You know, it's very, like, you can see on the swatches, you know, they're very, very chunky. I mean, they don't dry down especially fast, and they definitely transfer, you know, that's been on for a wee while and that transfers onto my finger, so I don't think it's an amazing product. And yeah, not something that I would waste money on if I were you guys. Alright, so I hope it's been useful for you, and thanks a lot. Bye!